My name is Mark, and I never realized how deep favoritism could cut until I heard the words straight from my father's mouth. To him, my role was to work, to struggle, to sacrifice, while my brother got to live without a care. That day shattered my trust and changed the course of my entire life. It was supposed to be a normal evening, dinner with the family, laughter at the table, stories about our day. But instead, I was given a sentence that would haunt me. You have to work while your brother enjoys. It's that simple. At first, I thought it was a cruel joke, but my father's tone was cold and final. That moment revealed the truth, that my future had already been written, and I was nothing more than a tool to serve others. What followed turned everything upside down. Watch until the end. Growing up, my brother Daniel was the golden child. He was spoiled with gifts, freedom, and affection, while I was handed chores, responsibilities, and endless criticism. When I studied hard, it was expected. When Daniel skipped school, it was excused. I brushed it off as just differences in parenting styles. But the gap widened as we grew older. While I worked part-time jobs to cover my expenses, Daniel was given money freely. While I was pressured to plan my future responsibly, he was told to enjoy his youth. The night of the confrontation, I had asked my dad why Daniel didn't have to contribute, why the burden always fell on me. My father's answer was sharp, unapologetic. Because that's the way it is. You work while your brother enjoys. Those words made me realize I wasn't just the forgotten son, I was the designated servant. From that moment, a fire burned inside me. If I were destined to be the worker, then I'd make sure my work wasn't wasted on them. I pushed, harder than ever in school, and saved every dollar from my part-time jobs. I quietly applied to scholarships, found mentors, and sought opportunities outside of my family's influence. Meanwhile, Daniel lived lavishly. He bought expensive clothes, partied with friends, and wasted money as if it had no value. My parents applauded his confidence while dismissing my discipline as unnecessary seriousness. The imbalance was crushing, but it fueled my determination. When college came around, my father announced at the table that the family would pay Daniel's tuition in full. Mine? I was told I'd need loans, grants, and extra work to manage. Their message was clear. Daniel's fun mattered more than my future, so I took the challenge. I worked nights, studied during the day, and built a network of people who believed in me. Slowly, I began to thrive. Internships turned into job offers, and soon I had a career that surpassed anything Daniel could have dreamed of. But life has a strange way of delivering justice. Years later, when Daniel's reckless choices caught up with him, the same father who told me to just work came back with desperate eyes, asking me for help. The day came when my father showed up at my doorstep, his voice trembling. Daniel was in trouble. Deep financial debt, no job, no stability. My father admitted their savings were gone, their trust misplaced. And now, the son they once dismissed as nothing more than a workhorse was their only hope. The irony wasn't lost on me. For years, I had been told that my role was to serve and sacrifice, while Daniel enjoyed a life of ease. Now, the tables had turned. My father's pride was shattered. Daniel's golden glow faded, and all eyes turned to me. And in that moment, I realized something powerful. I didn't need their approval anymore. I had already proven myself without them. I chose not to rescue Daniel from his reckless choices. I offered advice, but I refused to carry the burden they had always placed on me. For once, I put my own life, my own peace, first. Today, I live independently, proud of the success I built with my own hands. My parents still struggle with the consequences of favoritism, and my brother continues to search for shortcuts. But me? I've built a future on resilience, not entitlement. Sometimes the cruelest words, You work while your brother enjoys, become the very motivation that pushes you higher than anyone expected. So I ask you this, what would you do if your own father told you that your only role was to sacrifice? Please let me know in the comments which country and city you're watching from. Take care.